Hello everyone, welcome back to a bit of a weird video. Some of you might have noticed who follow me mostly for Battlefield that I haven't done Battlefield in a while. I just want to put it straight that I'm not leaving Battlefield for good, I'm just having a little break, and we're going to talk about why in this video, what I think of the state of the game currently, what I'm excited for going forward, and what I expect in terms of content going forward, because Battlefield is not always going to be around. PSVR 2 is something that's constantly getting titles and games that I can pour hours into and keep making videos on. Battlefield simply isn't that at the moment, and probably won't be next year for the most part if they decide to end content after, say, Season 8. Anyway, let's not get ahead of myself, let's talk about why I'm taking a little bit of a break from Battlefield content at the moment. And truth be told, it's because of Redux. Some of you might have noticed that my reaction to Redux was very not happy. It's the only way I can really put it. I do think it's great that DICE get, quite a long holiday. That's amazing for them. And I wouldn't want them to be, crunching at all. I want them to have a very long holiday and have that time off. They deserve it, they really do. But it does leave me in a position where I have nothing new to cover, and that's simply how it is. A lot of the player base feel that way, they feel like they have nothing new to play. I would happily have this month of dead air for DICE to have a better holiday time, but it does of course leave me with nothing, to go over in videos. Simple enough, that's why I haven't really been covering Battlefield over the last couple of weeks, and that's why I won't be really covering Battlefield until Season 6 starts, which is quite a while away now. But I won't be gone forever. I will come back and cover it because that's what I enjoy doing, it's just I don't really have anything to inspire me. Take PSVR 2 for example, or any VR title. When they come out, I have a new game to explore, something new to cover, and I can even experiment in that title. But with Battlefield, I can cover every update or so, but to be honest, it's gone to the point where people cover updates faster, so I'm not going to be there first, and also, I don't really feel creatively inspired to just cover update notes. For the big stuff, where I can provide my input and opinion, I will do, but for the smaller updates like 5.2, 5.3, where they just balance a couple things, I'm not really well enough versed to commentate on them, and there's such little changes that I don't really feel like it's worth it. But for the big stuff, I will still cover it, and if people are asking for stealth changes, I'll do my best to cover those as well once we get back into the swing of it in Season 6. But for the next month or so, you can expect a load more PSVR 2 content coming your way. Let's talk Season 6, because that's going to be an exciting time. I'm going to be covering all of that in terms of the new guns, new weapons, new map. I'm very excited for the map. I think it looks amazing from what we've seen in terms of the little bit of gameplay and the screenshots and the player cards. I might be doing the Easter egg build up when that goes live. We'll have to wait and see how available I am for it. If I am, I probably will do that because it does hype me up a fair bit. I know it hypes up the community too to do the little Easter egg hunts, and it is quite useful to put out a video for people to find, the locations through one of my videos to help them and put together a little guide like we always do. So you can probably expect me to do that when that comes around. Past Season 6 though, we actually don't know what's coming. And that's kind of strange. I mean, they haven't confirmed anything past Season 6. I'm expecting, personally, us to maybe round out another year of content up to Season 8, but it could be cut short. Who knows? Season 6 could be a send-off, but we've just got to wait and see. If anything, I'd expect Redux to be a send-off to the game, replaying all of the moments from the last couple of events, but it doesn't seem to be that way. We're jumping straight back into another full season after this, so that does fill me a little bit with confidence that we are going to come straight back into it with more consistent content as we move forward, and I think the reason for Redux is just because of DICE's holiday and not because they're pulling out a load of support from the game. Past Season 6 though, I'm hoping, again, for another 2 seasons, but after that, I think we'll just have to put Battlefield on hold until the next title. It's something that I've always loved and something that I always will love covering and making videos on, and occasionally we will touch back on 2042 and maybe on older titles as well, in between the lull between 2042 and Battlefield 6 or 7 or whatever it's going to be called. And the hype machine will start again once those are fully revealed and we'll jump straight back onto it. But in that time between 2042 and the next title, there may be a year or so where we just cover, Battlefield 5, Battlefield 1, Battlefield 4, 2042, Battlefield 3, because there really isn't anything else to really wring dry in terms of content. That's kind of how I feel now as well. I've covered everything that I want to with 2042. All the portal modes I find enamoring, I've covered those on the channel. All of the playstyles and different weapons to use, like the Rex only rounds, I've covered all those too. There's not really too much else I can do in terms of content, and I've seen a lot of other Battlefield creators feel the same way. Just the other day, Cadwoman, Ghost Gaming, they were all talking about how they feel a little bit deflated in terms of Battlefield. And I can't help but echo the same sentiment. I'm sure it'll pick back up in Season 6, but we'll have to wait and see. If you are watching this and you watch me for the PSVR 2 stuff, I also just want to say thank you. I originally started with covering Battlefield and forayed into VR a couple months later, and I thought VR was going to be a bit of a side project for the channel, but it's turned out to be the most popular aspect of my channel at the moment. The support for PSVR 2 has been absolutely incredible, and that's made me incredibly happy. Not only because, of course, I get more reward out of it when videos get more views, but honestly I couldn't really care less about that compared to the amount of support that the videos get and how fun they are to make. Everything feels fresh, everything feels inspiring, and I just really enjoy covering PSVR 2 stuff. So if you've been watching the channel for that and you're watching this video, I do just want to say thank you for the support yet again on all that stuff. But that's not to say that there aren't people watching the channel who watch Battlefield stuff only too, because there are. And I do have to apologise for the lack of Battlefield content lately, but it's because of the content lull in the actual game and my lack of inspiration to cover it. I do have to apologise for that, but I just can't really force myself to make videos on a game that at the moment I enjoy still playing, but I just don't enjoy covering or making content on at this given moment. You're gonna have to wait a little bit longer for the content machine to start up again with Battlefield once Season 6 starts getting shown off. And to be honest, it probably won't be that long for it to happen. I mean, we've got about a month to go, and that's for the season start. We'll start the Easter egg before that and the trailers, and I'll be around for all of those. But until then, you're just gonna have to stick it out, and I apologize for that again. Anyway, it's been a bit of a dour video in terms of content, but that's just how it is. That's just how Battlefield is right now, and I am excited for Season 6. I can't wait to get my hands on it, but for now, we're going to be chilling with some VR stuff, and I'm also moving soon, so there'll be a little bit of a content lull once I get set up again in my new place, because I'm heading off to university, so we'll see how that goes. Oh, and one last thing, I'll ask a poll in chat in the community tab at YouTube as well for this, so if you see that, reply there too. But I just want to hear what you guys think in terms of what content should be covered as well. Do you enjoy PSVR 2 stuff? Do you enjoy VR in general, no matter the platform? Are you here for Battlefield and FPS titles? Because I enjoy covering and dissecting FPS titles a lot as well. And if there are any other FPS games that you want me to cover, please put them in the comments below, because I'd love to check them out. Just in the last month, we covered 2042, we've covered Remnant 2, we've covered BattleBit a couple months back, and there are so many more games coming out that I think will be very, very promising, including games like Beautiful Light, which just got its first trailer the other day. I'm very excited for that, so I will still be covering normal, flat-screen FPS games along with Battlefield as we continue forward, along with PSVR 2 and VR stuff. Anyway, thank you for listening to me ramble on for 8 or so minutes on this silly topic, but that's just where we are in terms of Battlefield content right now. Thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy, feel free to like and subscribe for more Battlefield content once Season 6 starts kicking into gear, and for PSVR 2 and VR content in between now and then. Thank you for watching once again, and I'll see you all in the next video.